12 amazing human conditions you won't believe exist. Number 12. The Blue Man. Paul Carrison became famous in 2007 because of his unusual skin color. The man's skin gradually turned blue due to argyria, a condition caused by the excessive exposure to silver dust or chemical compounds of the element. Carrison's argyria started after he used a silver compound in order to treat dermatitis and some other issues. His bluish skin color earned him the nickname Papa Smurf, which his widow said he welcomed, at least when it came from kids. In her own words, if it was a kid who ran up to him saying, "Papa Smurf," it would put a smile on his face. But if it was an adult, well, he died at Washington Hospital in 2013 after suffering from a heart attack and a stroke, both unrelated to his skin condition. He was 62. Number 11. David Vetter, the Bubble Boy. David Vetter was born in 1971 with a hereditary disease known as Severe Combined Immunodeficiency Disorder, or SCID for short. The genetic disorder made David's immune system extremely inefficient, which resulted as a high susceptibility to infectious diseases. Vetter spent most of his life inside a sterilized plastic chamber, which earned him the name of Bubble Boy. The boy could only be touched through special gloves attached to the chamber walls. He died in 1984 from Burkitt's lymphoma. He was only 12 years old. Number 10. The Girl with Snakeskin. Florraine Nalugan, a teenager from the Philippines, suffers from a skin disorder known as lamellar lichthyosis, which causes an extensive scaling of the skin. The disease is so rare that it only affects 1 out of 600,000 people. The scales on Florraine's skin make it resemble that of a snake, which earned her the name Snake Lady. She's set to be treated by doctors in Spain who have dealt with similar cases in the past and hopes to be able to live a normal life sometime in the near future. Number 9. Meet the Black Scorpion. Jason Black, aka the Black Scorpion or Lobster Boy, is a modern-day freak show performer from Austin, Texas. He was born with ectrodactyly, also called lobster claw syndrome, a condition characterized by the absence of one or several fingers and toes, which gives hands and feet a claw-like appearance. The Black Scorpion's hands and feet have only 3 fingers each, but that's not Black's only peculiar feature. He's also often wearing a pink bandit mask and colorful outfits. Jason served as a consultant for Evan Peters for his American Horror Story freak show character Jim Darling. Number 8. China's Mask Boy. Hu Kanjiao was born in 2009 in China's Hunan province. The little boy, cruelly dubbed Mask Boy, was born with a facial cleft, a rare congenital anomaly which causes a gap or opening in the face. In Hu Kang's case, there were 2 gaps from both sides of his mouth up to his ears, which made it seem as if the boy had 2 faces. Thanks to donations from the public, little Hu Kang was able to receive a surgical operation in 2010. As of 2017, there's been no news as to how the boy's condition has progressed, but doctors believe that the family would have to wait about 10 years to see if his facial bones would grow in a normal way. Number 7. The Stone Man Disease. Fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, also known as the Stone Man disease, is an extremely rare disorder caused by a mutation of the body's repair mechanism. The name Stone Man disease comes from the fact that people suffering from it tend to progressively lose the ability to move as some of the fibrous tissue like muscles, tendons, and ligaments spontaneously ossifies, which basically means turning into bone. Sometimes the ossification happens after the tissue gets damaged. People affected by the disease tend to live up to 40 years if properly treated, but factors like infections, trauma, and a delayed diagnosis can decrease the life expectancy. Number 6. A Teenage Werewolf. Bithi Akhtar, a young girl from Bangladesh, South Asia, caught the attention of the internet in 2016. The then 12-year-old suffers from hypertrichosis, also known as werewolf syndrome. This bizarre condition causes Bithi to grow abnormal amounts of thick black hair all over her body. Hypertrichosis can either be congenital or acquired at some point later in life. In Bithi's case, her mother recalls, "My daughter was born with thick black hair that looked like wool all over her body. We sought help from several doctors, but no one could treat her completely. Now at least, the hair has stopped growing longer." While the girl's condition is treatable, her father, Abdur Razzak, is afraid that he might not be able to afford the treatment that she needs. Number 5. Real-life mermaid. Milagros Cerrón is a Peruvian girl born in 2004 with a rare medical condition known as sirenomelia, or mermaid syndrome. While the picture we're watching isn't actually modified to resemble the mythical creature, in reality, Milagros' condition made her legs fuse together, making them look like a mermaid tail. Her case became a viral sensation all over the world. Only one out of approximately 100,000 babies born present this deformity. Due to her condition, the chances of the girl living more than a couple of days were very low. People with sirenomelia often present fatal bladder and kidney complications. However, Peru's Little Mermaid was one of the few individuals able to defy the probabilities. In 2006, the girl's legs were finally separated after 2 previous procedures. She celebrated her 13th birthday this year. Number 4. 2 heads, 1 body. Born in 1990, Abigail and Brittany Hensel are a pair of twins who share one single body. The sisters are one of the very scarce cases of dysphalic conjoined twins able to make it to adulthood. Even though they share one body, each of the twins has her own heart, lungs, spine, stomach, and spinal cord, and they also control one half of the body each, being able to eat and write at the same time. Convenient, huh? Number 3. The OCTOBOY. Indian boy Deepak Paswan was born with 8 limbs, 4 of which belonged to his parasitic twin and were hanging from his chest. A parasitic twin, also known as asymmetrical conjoined twin, is the result of a process where twins begin to develop in utero, but the pair never fully separates, causing one of them to cease development during gestation, and the other one to be born with parts of the undeveloped twin attached to his or her body. Some of the people from Deepak's village believed that the boy was a god, while others saw him as the reincarnation of the devil. About 15 doctors took part in a 4-hour surgery to remove the extra limbs from Deepak's chest in 2010. Number 2. The Indonesian Tree Man. Can you imagine seeing yourself slowly turning into some sort of tree-human hybrid? After injuring his knee when he was just a teenager, strange growth started to appear on the body of Indonesian fisherman Bithi Akhtar. The root-like growths on his hands and feet and bark-like patches all over his skin made him known as the Indonesian Tree Man. Bithi was diagnosed with epidermodysplasia verruciformis, an extremely strange skin disorder which made the fisherman highly susceptible to HPVs, causing the roots on his body to grow incredibly large, particularly on his extremities. Koswala's journey as he fought the disease was documented in several TV programs. He died on January 30, 2016 from complications related to his condition. Number 1. The Curious Case of Sam Berns. Samson Gordon Berns, better known as Sam Berns, was an American boy born in 1996 who suffered from an extremely strange condition known as progeria, or the Benjamin Button disease. The genetic disorder causes symptoms that resemble aspects of aging at a very young age. Some of these symptoms are full-body alopecia, limited growth, and a small face with a pinched nose. Sam's case helped raise awareness about the disease as he became the public face of the rare condition, appearing on HBO's documentary Life According to Sam in 2013 and giving an inspirational TED Talk the same year before passing away in January 2014. His parents, Scott Berns and Leslie Gordon, established the Progeria Research Foundation in 1999. And that's it for now, friends. Have you ever heard of any of these incredible conditions before? If that's the case, let us know in the comments, and if not, tell us which one surprised you the most. As usual, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more from Down the Rabbit Hole. Until next time.
Body was taken in for research. Researchers theorize that both the newborn and its mother probably died during a miscarriage. While having twins is already a very rare occurrence for whales, conjoined twins is a whole other level. It was weird to such an extent that people were convinced it was due to radiation. Number 2. Have we